point guard in college. Period.
Wow.
Jonathan Manalili.
There's that declaration. Okay.
Period.
Yeah. He has been on a tear lately. And
not only that, the vibe that he brings to the team, the personality that, and yung value ng mga players around him, nag-elevate once he plays. And that's what you want when you want to see a point guard.
And again, when he gets 10+ assists in a game, it results to a win for Letran. Nangyari po yan sa huling 5 laro nila as we start off with a miss coming from Filibrico here. Now, San Sebastian coming off 5 straight losses, facing a team that's hot as Letran right now. You're a young team. What should be the mindset here coming in,
Well,
Coach?
no mind. Parang ano yan, for love of the game, yung movie. Clear the mechanism. Don't look at the record. Don't look at the scoreboard. You just execute what you have to do.
And one of the veterans providing the goods right away. Ito si Ralph Gabat. We've seen less aggression this year coming from Polo Gabat, giving way to the young guys as Manalili. That's a miscom with Roque that time.
Yeah, they want to get Jun Roque going right away. Para dito sa kanilang koponan. But again, going back to your idea when it comes to Gabat, laki ng improvement niya when it comes to the feel for the game. Tsaka ginawa siyang point guard this season eh. So, they're trying to find leaders on their squad and Polo Gabat is right there as one of their veterans.
And they need it, especially, with a young team like this. Castor, too strong. Nice D. Played by Letran. Here comes Manalili. He starts off the break. Manalili searching for a teammate. Takes it himself. Too strong. Quick outlet here for the former Letran squire and a touchdown for Junior De La Rama.
Good hustle points for San Sebastian De La Rama. He gets a lot of his points from transition and hustle points. So, antabayanan natin yan kasi ganyan talaga siya maglaro. That's where he gets his points, hindi yung mga set plays na itinatakbo para sa kanya.
And Coach Alan Ricardo knows that very well. Of course, Junel De La Rama last season, part of the mythical 5 in the juniors division. This year is
he might be part of the mythical 5 kasi with his numbers, silang dalawa ni Manalili, with the numbers that they're pouring in, only had a single-digit rebound game against Perpetual. One game in 8 tries. And then lahat, meron pang isang game na 23 boards.
That's crazy. But that's a 3-pointer. Para dito kay Chad Gamad, sniper from Canada. Pinawi agad ni O'Neal Castor. Now we move on courtside. Nandito ang unang report ng ating laban from Aaron D. Aaron?
Great to be with you today, Martin and Coach Hammer. Just before the game, Coach Rob Labagala of the San Sebastian Stags huddled up all of his boys and asked them one by one, ano ba sa tingin nyo ang kailangan natin para makapanalo today? After that, all of them gave their answers, assistant coaches included. And sabi naman ni Coach Rob, alam nyo pala kung anong kailangan natin at paano manalo eh. Di ba't hindi natin gawin today? And despite all of the odds stacked against the Stags, this surging Letran squad on a 5-game winning streak and having to do all of this with a young team, the belief on the Stag sides is still at an all-time high. Back to you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Aaron. That's the right mindset for this young team. Palag lang, laban lang.
Kasi when you're looking at your team standings, as we see TJ make a shot, pagka tinitignan mo lang yung team standings mo, you want to get the key performance indexes mga KPIs mo. So if you're competing, don't look at the scoreboard. Just keep on doing what you're supposed to do.
And right now, good things are happening for San Sebastian as they lead by 6. They steal the ball. Castor couldn't make it a second 3 for him, but okay. So, nilinaw lang natin. Bola ng Letran as we see here, Coach Alan Ricardo on your screens. So, last season, he wasn't the coach of the Letran Squires because Willie Miller stepped in to coach that. But, I think he was still overseeing.
Oh, yeah.
Diba, the program. So, he knows the players well as MDO gets fouled.
And this has been the wrinkle that I've been mentioning na Buensalida and Mark Denver Omega mas conscious effort on hitting that high low, especially with Kevin Santos playing really well the past 3 games. They're engaging their bigs kasi nagiging fulcrum ng opensa nila ngayon si Kevin Santos on that ball reversal. High-low, marami silang looks na nakukuha.
And that's the right way to use Kevin Santos on offense.
And they have size and athleticism in the front court. They can play in a lot of ways. They have 2 scorers coming off the bench. They have smaller, big guys that can bang with the likes of mga Felebrico. Pag kinwatro, nandiyan dyan si number 5, si Luis
Tapeño.
So, ganyan na ngayon yung mga build-up ng mga teams. Even Benil, ganyan. Na in any combination, kaya nilang sumabay with the opponents.
Banggitin ko lang, Coach, pati yung backcourt depth nito Letran mas lumalim dahil nag-heal na itong injury ni Nat Montesillo.
Steady rin yan.
Yeah.
So tatlong lead guard. Of course, Montesillo, itong si Manalili, and
Rosilio pa.
Peter Rosilio. Steady eh. So, yun talaga health. Laging ganyan sa college. Who is the healthiest team in the money rounds? That can take care of business.
On your screens, first time head coach of the San Sebastian Stags and a point guard himself, Coach Rob Labagala. 9-5, his team leading it here in the first frame. Polo Gabat sends it out. De La Rama ipapasok, challenged by Santos. And that's a whistle against Kevin Santos. So Junel De La Rama, wisely attacking Santos' closeout here.
Yep, left arm on the hip, a little notch.
A bit of a surprise in the early minutes of this game. The Stags leading it 9-5. Sir Melchor Divina, the chairman of the NCAA ManCom, in attendance here. Of course, Mapua got a win yesterday in MOA against EAC. Sir Frank Lucy Jr., he is here very early. His team will be in action in the afternoon game. Ito pa, si Dr. Alan Paul Laico, PhD from LPU. Ayan. LPU lost a close one yesterday as well against the Benil Blazers. That was a game where the Pirates led it by as many as 16 points in the first half. Junel De La Rama at the free throw line here, leading the league in rebounds per game. 12.88 rebounds per game,
At
Coach.
6'2", puhunan lang is hard work, dedication, tsaka makunat din pagka tinatamaan. He just goes around and takes care of business.
How about a rookie averaging a double-double? 12.5 or 12.2 points per game, 12.8 rebounds per game.
And that's definitely the reason why he moved out of the stable of the Letran, Letran basketball program to get more looks kasi loaded yung lineup nitong Letran.
To kind of, be able to show his wares right away. Chad Gamad with 5 points here in the first quarter. Castor inside this time. San Sebastian with good passing in the first quarter and patient offense.
Zip pass sa gitna. That was a tough pass to execute, especially against the zone.
Halfway through the first, Jun Roque. Roque, short hook. It's a wedgie in the first game and in the first quarter. Look at this. Manalili off the spin, got it back. Made the pass again to Chad Gama that time for the baseline jumper. And then this is the pass. Mula dito kay Nepasena, papunta kay Castor. Knockout play para dito sa Letran. Roque on the receiving end.
Good screen by Mark Denver Omega. Miscommunication underneath the basket.
So Letran is now starting to apply the pressure. Ooh! Nabitawan ni Filibrico.
Kasi sinasabi nila kay Castor, let it fly. Kasi malayo yung closeout. Actually, hindi nga ghost screen lang yung ginawa ni Omega. Tumingin lang, sabihin nang hingi na ng bola.
That's a good play coming from Letran to cut into the lead. They go to Kevin Santos here. On the move, stops his dribble. Stolen by De La Rama. 3-on-3 break. De La Rama rises and misses. Tapi ka ng bola. Manalili. Filibrico tracks it down. 2-on-1. Gabat finishes with the left hand.
I am such a fan of his improvement. The moment that I watched him in the Summer League, playing in control, showed a lot of what Polo Gabat can do. Mas naging in control siya. He is now the defensive stopper of their team. Hindi man nagtatranslate sa panalo, pero yung mga habits, nakikita na ng coaches ngayon. As you progress, that's what coaches are looking for. What are the things that you can bring to the table?
That's right. Malayo yung larong pinakita niya from in the previous seasons to this year as Omega runs out of time. Jimboy Estrada slipping in for June Roque. And this is now the tactic of Coach Allen, inserting a couple of guys in at the halfway point, Coach Hammer.
My guy, you have 2 starting 5s in that team.
Maybe 3,
Oh,
if you think about it.
Lalim.
Yeah. So, Buensalida and Estrada off the bench for Letran. They trail it by 5.
Kasi, yung last 5 mo, Baliling, Silorio, Tapetio,
Pwede pa yun eh.
Gazingan.
Kapalag pa yun.
Critical 5 din yung Gazingan. Hindi ko sigurado.
Si Lex Gazingan.
Oo.
We'll
Sa
check.
juniors, hindi ko maalala. Alam ko 2 sa Squires last season. De La Rama yung isa.
But yeah, those are champions in the juniors division. Silorio, Baliling, as we see this play again. San Sebastian is executing well. De La Rama finishes again. He's dealt damage here in the first frame, and they extend the lead to 7. Back to the coverage. It's a 7-point advantage for San Sebastian in the first quarter. 2:59 left. Cutica muna tayo. Slowly people are coming in inside Phil Oil, and we're happy that you guys can join as early as the first game. Kanina may laban din tayo, Letran Squires kontra San Sebastian Staglets. Later on in the afternoon, battle of the #1 teams from Group A and Group B. Should be good. Perpetual versus San Beda. Even the juniors game afterwards, maganda rin.
Lahat ng
Junior Altas, Red Cups.
lahat ng laro maganda.
Ganda. Again, we got #1 teams, Coach Hammer, pero not still clear
Yep.
kung sino yung pwedeng makasungkit ng championship.
Hindi naman yan eh. Sa ito kasi yung pinaka-healthy tsaka nag-execute at saka yung nagpipeak yung mga best players nila.
Yeah.
Yun yung malamang sa malamang magcha-champion. We saw it the past, 2-3 seasons that the guys who won the championship are the teams that are peaking at the right time.
Yep. And this year, ganyan din ang magiging case ito. Again, all to play for until the very end of the classification round. Afterwards, we'll have a play and scramble for the ball. Bola ng San Sebastian. Teka lang ha. 16-9 lead. And they get the stop. Look at them. Pressure Rosilio here. By the way, Ian Guiao and Deo Guiao are both inside the game. Ian, of course, plays for San Sebastian. Deo Guiao plays for Letran. Of course, first face-off of the Guiao brothers this season.
And the only time that they would, unless they face each other.
In the quarterfinals, semifinals, ganyan. But in the classification round at least, this is, the only time they'll be facing each other.
Yeah, man. And as a parent, yan lang yung gusto mo makita.
Yeah. Medyo malayo yung age gap nila. Pero, again, kasi si Ian ay
19.
legit freshman.
Oh.
Yeah. Of course, Deo is, has done a lot of stops already, several stops before, eventually going to Letran.
Sana paunlakan tayo ni Coach Allen. Yan, kayo magbantayan. Yan. That's the matchup that you want to see.
Yeah. That needs a photo as well. De La Rama. No.
Tsaka parehas sila ng laro magkapatid na magaling gumamit ng mga screens. Tsaka ngangat-ngatin to ng kuya niya. Hindi to pagbibigyan. Sure ball yan. Sure ball. There is no older brother that would let his younger brother, especially on the biggest stage, try to upend. Competition yan.
Sa barangay court, ginagawa yan. Dito palalo.
At saka, kung kuya ka tapos makukuha ng kapatid mo yung mas magandang laro, gusto mo in-earn niya. Para pag sinabi niya tinalo ko, tinalo na ako.
Convincing.
Kahit mga tatay, ganyan. Kung tinalo mo ako, kailangan in-earn mo. In-earn mo yung panalo na yun.
So, by the way, for San Sebastian, Neil Castor with 7 points already.
It's not a surprise. He's a silent operator.
Yeah.
He entrenched himself as that 4 guy. Stretch 4 guy, knows how to play within the system, can shoot from the outside just like that.
Just missing the 17-footer.
Nakita na natin yan parang yung Bagay tsaka Oftana. You have a big guy that can shoot from the outside, and then you have a wing who likes to crash the board and post in De La Rama. So, sila magandang combination. Complementary pieces.
Si Marcos Di Maunahan, nasa San Sebastian na. Jimboy, finally.
Specialty of the house. Midday special.
Midday Miri. Castor. De La Rama. Half-minute remaining here in the first frame. Backing down on Guiao, fading away, and scores.
As I mentioned, Martin, they want to look for a wing guy that posts up because ang lakas ng katawan niya. And when he gets to that block, 4 to nung high school so he knows how to finish.
And he has extra motivation today against his former school as Guensanita goes to the other side.
That's just a big boy move.
20-13 is the tally.
Big man ni Coach Allen, throwback.
Here's the heave by Guiao. Nothing there, and that's how we will end the first 10 minutes of action. It is San Sebastian, the young team of Coach Rob Labagala, leading it by 7 points against the streaking Letran. Welcome back to the coverage. We're still inside the Philoil Center on a Wednesday. It is October 29. Again, only 2 game days this week for the NCAA. will resume action November 4th. So after the Undas break, but should be two interesting matchups to usher in our short break. Letran versus San Sebastian here in the first game, followed by Perpetual and San Beda. But here in the first game, kakatapos lang po natin ang first quarter. You guys are with Martin Javier, Coach Hammer, Martin Antonio. Coach, first quarter was dictated surprisingly by San Sebastian.
Yep. And they were able to hold on to that lead that they erected. I'm looking at the numbers. They out-rebounded Letran by 6 boards. And the assist numbers. Felebrico with 2 assists. 4 assists, TJ. So,
4 assists.
So 7 assists out of 9 field goals made. Ang laking bagay niyan. Ang laking bagay niyan. Especially for a team that is still looking for a primary point of attack that can put pressure on opponents. Kasi nga, laging tinitignan natin, as the game evolves, points of attack, saan ka kukuha ng atake para mapagalaw mo yung depensa.
Yeah.
Once the defense is moving, then you can engage your shooters, you can engage your attackers, you can get into your post-ups. So, sino yung main focal point ng kanilang team? So, certain teams have hierarchy. Para sa Letran, alam mo, Manalili, and then the attackers, and then the shooters.
Yeah.
And then the bigs ngayon.
Dito pwede si TJ as he gets pressured. He gets sandwiched on the other side as we send it back to our courtside reporter, Aaron D. Aaron, go ahead.
When the final buzzer sounds, only one Guiao brother will walk away with the victory. But for both Deo and Ian, this is a full circle moment for the brothers. According to Ian, the younger brother, magiging personalan daw ang laban nila today. Because growing up, one-on-one, palagi si Deo ang nananalo sa mga matchup nila. And chance na ito ni Ian na makabawi sa kapatid niya. Meanwhile, para naman kay Deo, he's super excited na makalaban itong si Ian at alam niyang pinaghandaan niya itong game na to. Though he did note that the best way to stop Ian is to force him left. Whatever happens after today, the Guiao family wins the biggest with their proud father traveling all the way from Midsayap, North Cotabato to watch his boys play. Martin and Coach Hammer.
That's a proud dad in the stands right here in Philoil. Coach Hammer, thank you for that report. That's a great report on the brothers by Aaron D. Deo and Ian Guiao facing off for might be the only time in their NCAA college lives. Kasi, of course, Deo will be moving on to the next level after this season. If they don't face off in the playoffs, ito na lang talaga yung chance na magharap. And this is a special moment for their family. Narinig natin may scouting agad mula kay Deo.
Tsaka yung lugar nila, alam mo Martin, I was telling you about Midsayap.
Yeah.
During the times, kasi I had personal experience sa mga kaibigan kong players, mga players din na nag-pro, galing dyan sa lugar na yan. It was really part of the challenged areas sa Mindanao, and it's so hard to develop talent. Kaya napunta sa Davao itong si Guiao brothers, and then na-recruit na going to Manila. Especially Ian, nabuksan yung doors sa kanya because of his brother. So it's a sight to behold, especially for your dad.
Yeah. They've come a long way. You know, literally, figuratively.
Brad, simento lang na hindi pa pantay ang lalaruan. Ganun naman ang mga storya ng mga players. Hindi naman lahat nakalaro ng aircon na agad.
Yeah.
Pero kita mo ngayon, nandirito na, and nothing makakapagbigay ng pride sa magulang.
That's right.
Hindi ganyan.
And this is realizing their dreams as well in basketball as De La Rama rips out another rebound here. Only a second rebound, so you know, expect more from that guy. Di mahunahan. Castor putting it on the deck. He sends it out, 10 to shoot for San Sebastian. It is with Ian Guiao. TJ thinking about his move. 2 to shoot. He needs to heave. Good D coming from Letran. Here comes Manalili. Has been quiet so far. We got a man down here. This is Felebrico.
Yeah.
Running into Buensalida.
And you know that when Salida sets that screen, inimpede niya yung pag-roll ni Salida, yun yung natawagan ng foul. Buensalida eh. Of course, also, galing sa Davao to eh.
Si Buensalida kasi malapad na player.
Oh, yeah?
Ano? Yeah.
Throwback yung mga bigs nila eh. Coach Allen likes his 5 guys to set good screens and roll hard and get rebounds. Yun talaga yan. Ever since he was playing, ever since he started coaching, yan ang lagi niyang hinahanap na when you have a big that can roll and set screens, mas maganda itatakbo and ma-open up yung floor. Tapos mga floor spacers pa yung mga 4 niyang iba.
Sa juniors team niya, si Lorio ang good example dyan.
Number 27, I forgot his name. Hugo.
Yeah.
Hugo.
Yeah.
Yun ang mga importante sa kanya eh. Kasi si Celorio at saka si George Diamante, stretch na big eh. Galing sa labas naglalaro. So yung mga 4 guys, 5 guys that can set screens as we see this tough shot by Manalili. You saw that video. Sinare nung mga nakita ko kay Coach Paul Joven eh, na si Titing, tagabigay ng tubig dun sa team ng tatay niya. And then he was training with the college team. And he was doing the exact same moves. Pakitag kami ni Martin dun sa video. And I was watching it last night, Coach Paul eh.
Ngayon, siya na yung nandito. And
kasi at a young age, I think he was around 6 or 7 nun.
Okay.
So hindi po aksidente kaya ganyan yung feel niya sa laro. Kasi lumaki talaga yan na nasa basketball court.
Exposed na. Maaga pa lang.
Yeah. It goes to show yung nature and nurture na natapat sa kanya parehas.
And, you know, he has turned NCAA into his personal playground. As Buensalida is called for the foul. Okay. A slow start to the second quarter, Coach Hammer.
Yep.
With both teams committing a ton of fouls. Imagine, only 2.5 minutes going by. Meron na tayong 17 fouls total.
Defense picking up, physicality picking up, but our officials have been consistent with the calls that they've been making since day 1.
Floater. Wala para kay Nepasena. And here comes Manalili. Scored the basket earlier. His first one in the game. He navigates here. Manalili with some hang time. Tipped his own miss.
Manalili!
That's the resilience of Titing Manalili.
So, kita mo nga yung hierarchy nila eh. I would go back to points of attack. So, si Ian Guiao. Oh! I think that would be a basket.
That's a made.
He's been downhill siya eh. So, that's a made basket. No more extra motion as we see this move.
Nicely done. Manalili staying with it. Second basket of the game. And Ian Guiao will get the continuation. Oh, they wave it off. So no basket. Instead, it's going to be a sideline inbound.
Saan pa siya papunta nun?
Yeah.
Oh, yan. That was the correct call.
Okay, so they
That
counted.
was the correct call. Yan, mali lang yung pagkaka-mention. Akala ko hindi nila binigyan ng continuation kasi point of emphasis when you're the trail referee, when you're the line of ball referee, when you're going downhill, and you're on the way, your momentum brings you to the basket, yun yung titignan eh. Are you going to the basket for an extra shot? Tinahawag pa nila sa baba, dun sa swipe. I don't know.
Oh, so it's not a continuation.
Ako,
2 shots.
Buti na lang hindi ako official. Kasi I would have given the continuation because there's no more extra that he won. He took the contact and he finished inside the shaded area.
Missed the second. 1 out of 2. Manalili forcing the issue. That's Di Maunahan picking up the foul. So, San Sebastian, 1 more foul will put them over the limit, although this is going to be a shooting foul. Letran is already in the penalty.
Yep. So it would be a longer second quarter.
Manalili at the free throw line.
So, kaya ganun yung dexterity niya, no? Yung handles niya. Kasi, bata pa lang siya, ganyan kalaki na yung bolang ginagamit niya sa ensayo. So, parang mayroong tali eh. Pag nakikita natin nagdidribble si Manalili, hindi siya natutunan sa drills. Definitely. Kasi he is moving full speed. And then, parang
Doing
may
tricks.
tali yung bola eh.
That's true.
I can't stop raving about it because nakita natin tong batang to eh.
Ganyan naman na siya. you know, sa juniors.
Hindi nga napapansin yung iba kasi si Andy Himao yung he was the monster.
Yeah.
Si Andy Himao, but the thing that made the engine go was Manalili.
Precisely.
Foul on number 26 for Estrada, his second foul.
Gabat scores the basket here, crossing over on Jimboy Estrada and then forcing his way in. So free throw coming up here for Gabat. Ang comment nga online, Coach Hammer, ginawa daw panalay yung mga games dito kasi ganun yung galawan niya.
Nakapatay yung comment sa akin pag nanonood ako ng videos.
Jimboy, catch and shoot, it's good.
Good kick out of that skip. Ayan, now he's forcing the defense to backpedal. It opens up, going back to that point, opens up shooters, and then you just need to space out. Kasi naka-curve na niya yung depensa, so that's how important your points of attack are.
Here's Guiao, he floats it up and puts it in. Guiao with the answer, that's his first field goal in the match.
Scoring on his brother, getting that move on a downhill. So again, this is what you want. If you're Coach Al, you want to get the defense out of balance, everybody shuffling, everybody getting and shrinking inside the paint to engage your defensive players.
Oh, he got this one over Buensalida. So 28-22. San Sebastian with a sustained play here in the first half. Back into it. 28-22 is the tally so far, and it is San Sebastian with the control here in the game. Pero itong Letran, nakikita natin, Titing Manalili, nakukuha na yung galawan niya dito. And even Jimboy Estrada also chipping in for Letran already. Both teams in the penalty. So, as Coach Hammer said earlier, we expect an extended second quarter as both teams try to make it a free throw shooting game. Manalili with 2 shots. Jonathan Manalili with 5 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. He leads, of course, the league in assists, 9.6 assists per game. So, 2 rookies leading our categories. We got Junel De La Rama in rebounds, Manalili in assists.
Work rate.
Yeah.
Yung kay De La Rama kasi it's his game talaga getting rebounds. Yung kay Manalili naman, it's his game din. He's a facilitator, natural facilitator that can score.
And now you see Deo Guiao covering his brother.
On that switch.
Siya na nakakubuha doon. So here's the trigger from Ian Guiao by the baseline. 7 to work with for San Sebastian. A quick shot. Tried to go window to no avail. Estrada. Good cover. Buensalida. Guiao for 3. Too strong. Polo Gabat collects it. Gabat. No. Pulled down by Santos. Ito na si Jimboy. Manalili. Off the spin. Surveys. Buensalida. Turns as well.
Good defense by Di Maunahan. Just absorbing the contact of that initial bump by Buensalida and just walling him up, raising his hand, taking the contact on the body, moving his feet, which is very hard. Dahil pag nabangga ka, usually you would swing down. So if you can stay with your hand up, walling up, that's a good sign for you kasi kakampi mo na yung board dyan. Malulunod na yung bantay. Pero ang hirap kasi pag binabangga ka na eh.
No.
Medyo mapapababa yung kamay
yeah,
eh. Puprotektahan mo din yung sarili mo. Kahit na mag 1,000 sit-ups ka dyan, masakit yan eh. Ang laki pa naman ng Bunsalida.
Lalo, veterano yan, si Bunsalida.
Tsaka panulay. Veterano yan dun.
Yeah. Guiao face up Jay over his brother. And he points to him afterwards. Got one on his kuya. And he's gonna be teed up here.
Ang humingi ng technical yung kuya niya. Yung kuya niya.
That's his second personal foul.
Replay na agad yan. Tignan natin yung nangyari dito. Ian Guiao.
And that will be all over social media.
Yeah.
Definitely. That will live in perpetuity between these two boys.
Oh, just missed the free throw.
Magkaroon ako ng pin down para kay Guiao. If I was the coach. I would run one pin
Para
down.
pabawiin.
Oh, in this
Ah.
play. In this play. I would run a pin down for him.
Teka. So it's a full court inbound still for Letran. 31-24. Oh, they're looking for Deo. Ian is guarding Jimboy. Estrada will make his move. Estrada sends it out. Guiao for three. There you go.
Called it! I called it! Hindi nga pin down, pero downhill drive. Stay at the corner, knock down that three.
A pair of Guiao threes on both sides, or each side rather. Manalili squeezes in and flips it up and in, plus the foul.
So this again is getting the defense out of balance. Yung deceptive quickness eh. Si City.
Okay, jab, shoot, bucket, over. That's Ian over Deo. And then the answer by the Kuya on the other side. Saw daylight on this three.
Tatay Choy, yung 2 minutes na yun, pakiklip, save it. Save it.
But the Ding Manalili again, taking it straight to the cup. Yun na yun. Yun na yung clip of the game natin. We'll be seeing that on IG Reels, TikTok, FB Reels. 31-30.
But just like that.
In the blink of an eye, isa na lang ang abante ng San
Good
Sebastian. De La Rama misfires. Second chance opportunity. Guiao drains it again. So he's starting to find his touch.
And he's getting the ball in rhythm. In his shooting spots.
That's right. Maganda yung setup sa kanya
There's a difficult
nakakampi.
matchup for him.
Jimboy, this is his spot.
Boarding. Oh, good kick out.
Guiao from the other side. Oh, we continue the Guiao duel. Guiao brothers lighting it up. De La Rama. 8 to shoot. Difficult take, pero pumasok para kay Junel.
Shot maker. This has been improved for his whole summer. Itong si De La Rama. Better shot making now in the college ranks.
That's right. Manalili. Manalili attacks De La Rama. Short on the float. Rebound ending up with Guiao. Ito na si Felibrico. TJ to Castor, who has been playing very well in the first half.
Quiet operator. Soft touch. Feathery hands. Underrated skill ng big guy is you can finish in traffic and in quick ups. Yung mabilis ka mag-angat na merong touch.
12 puntos na para kay Castor. Mid-range J from Jimboy, wala. And the ball bounced off Felibrico's head.
Tawag ni, babalikin natin yung third ni Seska. Kinaltokan yung bola.
Okay.
Beach Valley.
38. Kinalto ka na. Just karakrakin ba yun?
Oo.
Okay. 38-33. Stag still ahead. Balik sa ating laban, Ian Guiao with 9 points in the first half, nailing another one from long distance. Pero syempre, yung kuya, may baon din sa kabila. 3 for a 3. Ian Tudeo. And of course, the proud father. This is Sir Tioy, or Jun Guiao, watching, who came all the way from South Cotabato, from Midsayap, South Cotabato, to watch his boys play.
Saka definitely, nung si Deo yung nagsushooting, silang dalawa ni Ian yung dumadampot ng bola. And then when Deo goes here, siya naman nagpapasa kay Ian.
Yeah.
So,
proud moment for the Guiao family. Felebrico at the free throw line. Coach, you know, despite everything that's happened, this is a good sign for San Sebastian that they're able to maintain this lead. 2 minutes and 3 seconds remaining. Felebrico has been a facilitator today for Bastet.
Assists.
Yeah.
6 assists. I like this version of TJ Felebrico. Actually, I like him being in control, tsaka ni Gabat.
You know, they're the two veterans on the squad as Tapeño.
Message is good for Luis Tapeño.
Sabi siguro ni TJ, you know, I've been that guy for San Sebastian. Undersized big, but Tapeño is comfortable in being in this role for Letran. Attacking and then
Banger.
getting the end one.
Well, ganyan naman mga big man ng Letran. Kaya sabi, pagka yung kalaban mo Letran, lagi ko sinasabi, kailangan kumpleto tulog mo eh. Kumpleto tulog mo, nag-vitamins ka, nagbuhat ka ng mula pa lang ng off-season kasi mararamdaman mo talaga sila.
Nakaparamdam nila sa'yo.
Yeah. And they won't stop.
Yeah.
They won't stop. Lalo na pag nakita nila na nararamdaman mo yung ginagawa nila, uulitin nila ng uulitin.
Mas
Exactly.
gaganahan pa nga sila. Gabat, 7 to shoot. Gabat, good wall by Guiao. Castor,
Good kick out.
fouled on the take. Neil Castor with 12 points in the first half. And he will shoot 3 free throws.
You can shoot. You can really shoot. Even in the summer leagues, he has been an asset. Tsaka mas consistent shooter siya kaysa kay Ricio. Si Ricio mas mahanap ng bola sa poste. Kaya he ate into the minutes of the other big guys in San Sebastian because he fits the packages na gustong itakbo ni Coach Rob Labagala. Kasi si Coach Rob was an assistant in the youth team kasama ni Coach Allen with Coach Josh Reyes and a handful of cycles in the under-19 national team. So exposed sila
Sa youth players natin. Yeah.
na laging ang sinasabi nga ni Coach Rob ni Coach Allen, magagaling tayo mag-basketball, kulang lang tayo sa size internationally. So how do you apply those learnings here? It's the systems that they run.
Yeah. Castor going 1 out of 3. Castor coming in 4.8 points per game as Manalili misses the layup. Ito na si Felebrico. 41-36.
Siyang nagpo-point guard.
Oh, why? And, you know, we expected him to be the 2 or 3 because, again, this is a transition year for TJ. Pero ngayon, siya yung nag-uuno. He's got Santos on the switch. 5 to work with. Felebrico, yes. TJ with a score.
And he worked on his body too. Mas condition ngayon si TJ, and of course you have Coach Dan.
Yeah, to help out.
It's a huge disservice if hindi mo siya i-maximize.
Jimboy with a quick answer on the other side. So just tit for tat in this stretch. Half minute remaining. in our first half. De La Rama will backpedal. De La Rama fading away again. And he has hit these difficult jumpers.
Parang Red Vicente, tsaka mga Nicole Uy yung jump shot na yun. Some of the guys that, kasi yung wing talaga eh. Traditionally, yan ang mga nade-develop ng San Sebastian kasi up-tempo sila maglaro.
Ooh, not a good foul for Polo Gaban.
Over eager.
Kanina pa penalty, yung magkabilang panig, and look at this drive from Jimboy Estrada, countered by this fadeaway of Junel De La Rama.
If you're a fan of the game and you know the tradition of San Sebastian, ako kasi kaya lagi ko nababanggit yung mga older players because I see remnants of the way the program is built eh. Yung mga kung sino-sino talaga yung mga players. Yeah, I'm a fan eh, so I speak like a fan. And when you see takes like that, especially with the flailing legs.
And for Junel, ano? That's part of his
tall order yan.
development as a scorer as well, yeah?
Tall
You didn't
order.
see that in the first game
And
of the season.
San Sebastian is a powerhouse and a giant sleeping for the longest time.
Yeah.
Like we would only recall yung mga Abueva years. Pero even before that, they were,
Duel.
pare. Coach
Roger
Francis
Santos.
Rodriguez pa. And then si Coach Turo Valenzuela na during
yeah.
the early 2000s when I was playing. Yan dalawang team na yan ang powerhouse, no?
Itong dalawa.
And from 2001 to 03.
Here's the heave. So the first half comes to a close. San Sebastian is able to maintain the lead 45-39, led by Neil Castor, who had 13 points and 4 rebounds for the Stags. Numbers, story of the first half.